If you invest in UAE property, but you haven't looked what's going on between Dubai and Abu Dhabi, then you might already be behind. Let me show you why. My name's Jack. I specialize in property in Abu Dhabi and the UAE. Today, I'll be walking you through Bayn by Ora. I'm going to take you through absolutely everything. The location, the developer, the master plan, what's available right now, and why serious capital is already moving to this corridor before the wider market wakes up. This is Bayn by Ora, located in Ghantoot. Ghantoot sits almost precisely halfway between Dubai and Abu Dhabi, right along the E11. Historically, it was a quiet weekend enclave. Polo fields, beach retreats, nothing more. But Dubai's growth has been pushing towards Jebel Ali and Dubai South for several years now. And Abu Dhabi has been pushing north past Yas Island and Saadiyat. And Ghantoot sits exactly where those two growth paths meet. This intersection now has a name, Sahel Al Emarat, the Riviera of the Emirates. And honestly, once you see it, it's all going to make sense. Let's start with what you're actually close to, because this is where most people underestimate this specific location and development. You're 31 minutes from Yas Island, Ferrari World, Yas Marina Circuit, the F1 track, Warner Brothers World. You're 40 minutes away from Dubai Marina and Palm Jumeirah, some of the most exclusive tourist destinations in Dubai. You're 25 minutes from the Al Maktoum Airport. This airport is undergoing a $35 billion expansion designed to eventually handle over 260 million passengers a year. This will be the single largest aviation hub on the planet once this is complete. That project alone is projected to create more than 400,000 jobs, and a large share of those are senior high-income roles. Airline executives, logistics directors, corporate aviation. That's exactly the demographic that ends up looking for a home like this. You're also 20 to 24 minutes from Jebel Ali Free Zone, one of the largest industrial and maritime logistics zones on Earth, where over 10,000 multinational companies operate from here. So take a step back and look at what's actually around the Bayn Ghantoot master plan. You have Yas for entertainment, two of the world's biggest economic engines within 25 minutes, Dubai Marina and Palm Jumeirah inside 40. Everything you'd want access to is here. And none of that is where you live. You're not in the middle of it. You're on the coastline with 1.2 kilometers of untouched Arabian Gulf beach right in front of you, with all of the major entertainment, transportation and industrial hubs connected to you whenever you want it. That's the entire thesis of this corridor. Total access, but still on the water. Now, who is actually building and developing this? Because in off-plan, the developer is absolutely everything. Bayn is being delivered by Ora Developers, founded by Naguib Sawiris, an Egyptian billionaire with a global portfolio spanning 7 countries, roughly $45 billion in assets. And Ora is already ranked within Abu Dhabi's top 10 developers. Their partner who is providing the land is Modon Holding, Abu Dhabi's very own government sovereign-backed developer, where practically every launch is sold out within days. What I love about this pairing is you have international ambition combined with government-backed delivery, which isn't a combination that you get very often. The scale and commitment to this development very easily shows this is not a speculative bet. Ora has just acquired an additional 4.8 million square meters from Modon, doubling their total footprint in Ghantoot to now 9.6 million square meters. That is a 30 billion dirham development pipeline designed to house 32,000 residents. To deliver at this scale, Ora has brought in a serious bench of top-tier consultants. Mace International on program management, Parsons Brickhoff on master plan and waterfront infrastructure, Duan Architects as architect of record, and Atkins Realist to support the rollout of the next phases. Over 150 million dirhams has already been committed to consultants on just phase 1 alone. Now let's talk about what's actually being built, because this is where Bayn is genuinely hard to compare against anything else on the market today. Ora have designed Bayn around one idea, that life isn't a trade-off. They're calling it a community without compromise. Their own chairman, Naguib Sawiris, puts it like this: to create a destination that changes how people experience space and time. And that is the reason the master plan looks the way it does. 50 85% of the entire 4.8 million square foot phase 1 is 55% green space. In a market where most developers maximize on density, that number is truly staggering. 1 million square meter central park system, a 33-kilometer cycling and pedestrian network, car light zones that prioritize pedestrians so you're not fighting traffic inside your own community. Then there's the water, 1.2 kilometers of Arabian Gulf coastline, untouched and unreclaimed. Over 7 kilometers of continuous waterfront promenade, lagoons, canals, and a 204 berth marina with direct Gulf access. A 5-star resort anchors the community and elevates the expectation of what this community will become. 100,000 square meter sports club with top of the range wellness and fitness facilities. A business park so you can genuinely work 5 minutes away from a private beach. International schools, healthcare, all within 15 minutes of foot or bike. The development has secured an Estidama 2 Pearl rating, meaning the project is genuinely certified on sustainability and isn't just being marketed on it. So picture your actual week here. Coffee on the beach before a call, family at an international school, 18-hole golf course, a trip to the marina, or simply just relaxing and unwinding at the 5-star beach club. When I went to the show centre, I genuinely wasn't expecting to be as impressed as I was. The villas are genuinely jaw-dropping. Some of the most beautifully crafted I have ever seen in this market. Large floor-to-ceiling windows that pull natural light through the living spaces, luxury finishings, untouched sea views. These are the kind of finishes, quality and design that you really only ever see when normally you're paying double the price point. While this might sound like a holiday destination, this has been designed with real homes and real residents in mind. It just happens to have a 5-star resort attached to it. It's been specifically designed so you never have to choose between the two. So what is actually available right now on Bayn by Ora? The villas that are left are currently being sold across 2 tiers. Firstly, you have the core villa collection with only 19 units left, 6 3-bedrooms starting at 6.4 million dirhams, with just 13 4-bedrooms starting at 7.4 million dirhams. Then there's the Y Views collection, 23 units ranging from 11 million AED all the way up to 45 million AED, with plots of up to 1,700 square meters of beachfront land. That is just 42 left available of this first phase of launch, which is the pinnacle of the Masterplan development. These units left available truly offer the market and people interested in purchasing a full spectrum of luxury. Payment structure across the collection is a 60-40 with 10% on booking, and these villas are aimed to be complete in early 2029. And because this development is technically in Abu Dhabi, the DLD fee is just 2%, whereas when you're in Dubai, you'd be paying a 4% fee. Now let's talk about price per square foot, because it's always a number that serious buyers are going to consider, and to be honest, it's what got me really excited about this development. Across the collection right now, Bayn is currently running at around 2,250 AED to 3,200 AED per square foot. Now let's compare that price to 2 waterfront addresses that already everyone is aware of. Firstly, you have Palm Jumeirah, which can cost anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 AED per square foot, and that is situated in Dubai. True beachfront villas on Sadia Island range from anywhere from 6,000 AED per square foot all the way up to 10,000 AED. Bayn Ghantoot genuinely gives the opportunity to invest in untouched Arabian Gulf coastline at around 2,500 AED per square foot on average. Not inland, actual beach coastline, and that is the gap. That is what positioning early into a corridor like this actually looks like. And the demand really isn't a guess here. There's a report out this month worth knowing. Sahel Holding, an international investment firm, surveyed over 1,000 UAE residents, of which 82% of those surveyed said within 3 years they'd like to live on a waterfront or marina. 93% of those surveys said they would pay premium for waterfront property, and 99% of those surveys said that waterfront properties hold value longer term. Now, if you're considering Bayn as an investment, let's look at some of the numbers which actually matter for your return. Dubai waterfront homes carried a premium of 90% against inland properties in 2021. but that premium has now grown to 128% as of this year, with prime waterfront property appreciating 140% within the last 5 years. And that's the pattern this corridor is stepping into, at a price that Palm Jumeirah or Saadiyat can no longer touch. On top of the returns that waterfront properties have delivered previously, here's what can also happen next in a corridor just like this. And we don't have to guess, it's already happened once before. When Dubai International Terminal 3 opened in 2005, it triggered massive growth across Dubai Marina, JVT and Al Barsha. Apartment prices went from 600 dirhams per square foot to over 1200 dirhams per square foot by 2008, nearly doubling in just 3 years. Al Maktoum's expansion is far bigger of a project than Terminal 3 ever was, and Bayn sits far closer to the airport than any of the previous destinations we mentioned. Since the Al Maktoum expansion has been announced, the Dubai South area specifically has already grown roughly 25%, and the construction hasn't even been completed yet. Bayn by Ora offers investors a genuine location that has several wealthy demand pools all converging inside one corridor. Cross-border executives who need a foot in both Emirates, families who've moved from dense city neighbourhoods looking for more space and greenery, and international second homeowners who want the marina, the beachfront lifestyle without the Palm Jumeirah price tag. That is a lot of demand chasing a genuinely limited supply of freehold beachfront land that sits between two major cities. I can tell you from experience that that combination does not come around very often in this market. If Bayn by Ora is something you'd seriously like to consider as an investor or perhaps as a home for yourself, then my details are in the description. I'll walk you through everything, the numbers, the floor plans, the availability, and whether this opportunity fits what you're looking to achieve.